It's a big night of high school sports in our community. The News 8 Highlight Zone starts now.
Good evening, I'm Greg Wawrnick.
And I'm Charlie Clifford.
Happy Oktoberfest, and with it being October, the playoff chase intensifies.
West Salem entering the night in a spot where they need to win out to guarantee a trip to the postseason. Panthers on the road at first place in the MVC. Logan Rangers securing their playoff spot with last week's win against Holman. Fourth quarter, tied at 14, third and goal. Zach Pierce up and over. West Salem up 6 after the failed two-point conversion. Logan, plenty of time, over 5 left. Trey Davis's pitch. Andy Metcalf, the ball is loose. Junior Austin Jaranek. This is a good feeling, Greg. 28 yards with the patrol of Panthers leading the way. Touchdown, the crowd at Logan stunned. Ensuing two-point conversion, Tim Shaw finds Mitch Lehman uncovered. 28-14 Panthers, and West Salem does not let this one slip. Mark Harris with the strip of Nathan Baker. And folks, you got your upset of the season in the MVC. West Salem knocks off first place Logan and keeps their playoff hopes alive. Holman can get conference win number 4 this evening, which would punch their ticket to the playoffs. Vikings host Central. Connor Duncan, he's going to open the homecoming scoring early. Keeper on the outside sneaks in here. 7-0 Vikings. Bailey Kale, however, keeps Central right in it. Picks off Duncan over the middle. Holman with nightmares of the hoops court with plays like this by Kale. And the Red Raiders are going to cash in. Greg Kohler. Check out the night moves from Kohler here. Weaving in and out, 26 yards. Holman, however, a huge second half behind, 155 and 2 scores from Zach Russ, 48-14, the final.
Onalaska at Tomah, two teams who have a little bit more work to do in order to get into the postseason. Third quarter, Tomah deep in Hilltoppers territory, but the defense stepping up. Tyler Turriff with a big interception for the Toppers. That stops the drive. Later in the third, Tomah with the ball again, and this time moving it. Josh Perdeau making some nice moves and breaking some tackles. Gets the T-Wolves inside the 30, and that helps set this up. Perdeau getting the handoff once again, punching it in from a yard out. Timberwolves go up by 7. Onalaska would come back to force overtime. Tomah ends up getting a big win, 20-14 the final. At 2-2, Aquinas 2 wins away from a guaranteed playoff spot tonight at home against Sparta. Late second quarter, Sparta's Jarrett Sullivan finds Cyrus Beer. Spartans come out for the second half, holding on to a 14-6 lead. Third quarter, here comes Aquinas. Isaiah Brown.